Hi everyone, Josh here, and I am in Koh Samui, Thailand, here at the W Hotel. This is my 130th Marriott property I've visited and my very first time ever in Thailand. We've got a whole bunch of really luxurious Marriott properties lined up from Koh Samui here in Bangkok. I can't wait to show them to you. But this hotel is absolutely one of the best beach resorts probably in the world, and especially here in Koh Samui, and I can't wait to show it to you. Let's check it out. All right, just arriving to our room by golf cart. This is the first hotel out of 130 Marriott hotels I've been to where I got to come here by golf cart. We get to go into our tropical oasis villa with the 2 beds. This is massive. This is probably the biggest room I've ever had because it now includes the room but our own private pool. So come on in to our beautiful private villa surrounded by the tropics of Koh Samui, Thailand. This is my first time to Thailand. Right away when we walk in, very similar theme to other hotels I've been in, there's a lot of wood. So the whole floor here is wood. We also have wood up along the walls here. This is where we have the mini bar when we first walk in for purchase. Then we have a really unique coffee maker here as well. She actually demonstrated this when she took us to our room. Just very unique. It's kind of like a professional coffee maker, but it has the pods as well. But it's the first hotel I've ever seen anything like that before. Now, when you walk in, you may be wondering, this is really odd over here. This is actually a see-through shower. So you can actually have an outside shower. It's outside. There's also an indoor shower, but it's the only hotel I've ever been to that has this outside shower. Now this does close here for a little bit more privacy, but otherwise you can always just close this main door here and block off the bathroom. Now we also do have the really unique light up here. It's not very well lit. The room is a little bit darker. It's kind of like the W vibe. It's also a very tropical villa. They want you to feel relaxed when you check in late. That's why it's dark out, but I will show you the views tomorrow in the day. But really cool light. Now I do want to show you the bathroom first because this is one of the most unique bathrooms you will ever find in your whole life because this is still part now of that outside shower. It's this big glass and that part is outside of our own villa with the big rainfall shower there. And then come on in, this is a big wood door that can close to also give you privacy in here, but not really because that's kind of glass. Now over here we have the tub, and let me go ahead and turn on these lights. So here we go, we have a massive tub, so you can basically like lay in there. It's so big. And this is where it would fill up here, and then we've got 2 separate sinks. What's nice about washing your hands here is when those curtains are back, you can actually look out and see the view from here of your private pool as well as the area. Now we do have just 1 mirror on this side, which is interesting. No mirror here. That's because that way you can be looking out, looking at the view. Over here, you do have a full mirror. So if you're getting ready, you can turn over here and you have a lit mirror so you can look there and see everything. We do have a second TV in here. The other TV is in the main room. I'll show you that later. There's a little seating area here with the mirror as well, so you could be getting ready. Now we do have the private toilet room over here. And then, so there's the outside shower. This is the entrance to the outside shower. And then we also have the inside shower over here as well. So you basically get an option. The inside shower though still has see-through glass looking out into the outside shower. So just really unique. We've got the black marbling here in the middle. Everything else is kind of white around it with the wood paneling in the back. It's just a very unique bathroom. You do have the curtains here. So if you want to close this off for more privacy, if someone's in the pool or the bathroom, you can kind of separate it a little bit. So from the bathroom as well, you do have pool access. I will show you more tomorrow, but literally you can just hop off here right into the pool from the bathroom. So that is just a very unique feature. Great, so here's the robes at the hotel. There's one here, there's also one in the main room. The robes are not as thick as the Ritz-Carlton Singapore. They're more thin, but they're still really nice, and they have that W logo on them. Very cool. I also want to show you where the slippers are because the slippers are very important as well for luxury hotel. So we got the robe here, and now I want to show you the slippers. The slippers, they actually keep kind of here by the entrance. So part of as well the minibar over here is where they, for some reason, they keep the slippers down here, which is interesting. But I do have to show you just how thick these are. So they're almost as thick as the Ritz-Carlton Singapore, but they have this beautiful feel to them. The toes do stick out of the front, so keep that in mind, but I do approve. They're extremely soft, very luxurious. You'll definitely want to grab a pair of these or take a pair home with you as a souvenir. I just wanted to mention as well down below here, there also are some more like, this is a little cold cooler with some wine in it, actually. It has big, long wine things in here. So we've got different wines. It's like your own wine cellar right in your room. And then we also have snacks for purchase, like I mentioned, and then just like a whole bunch of glasses and desks. Along with over here, we have the fridge with the beverages for purchase. So there's the bathroom. Here's the main room. This also has a door that completely seals it off. And when we first arrived here, we had 2 people delivering our luggage and the one lady showing us the room. And right away, wow, this is service. From the moment we arrived in the van, the hotel shuttle, you did have to pay for it, 800 Thai baht, but they picked us up perfectly, dropped us off. Everyone was right there to escort us inside, sit down, check in. They escorted us in the golf cart to the room. Everything was flawless, just the most perfect service, and that's what I look for. But even in the room, we have the welcome amenity with a note and just a beautiful honeycomb and strawberry, little chocolates. And on the bed, they literally wrote "Welcome to Koh Samui" with little animals here and balloons. But it's just over the top. It just makes you feel so special, so welcome. And that's what I look for when I travel, is just surprise and delight, especially, you know, for your high elite status and just service in general. But this is about as good as it gets, where they literally did everything that I look for having great service. But this is the room with the 2 beds. Not all the rooms have the 2 beds, and you can actually, there's not really any ocean view rooms with 2 beds here. So all the rooms with 2 beds are just going to have the tropical oasis, which is just kind of like, you're just kind of surrounded. You don't have an ocean view. You're just surrounded by like cement and trees and stuff. Now we also do have a little like cool speaker here in the middle with the little nightstand. And then we have these lights on both ends of the bed, very unique lights. And I have to say the wood paneling theme continues. So all the way from when you walk in the room, here we have all the wood floor, the wood here, and then we have this really cool slanted ceiling. It reminds me of the W in Switzerland, but I've never stayed there, but from pictures it reminds me of it. But a really unique fan. Now the resort is a little on the older side, however the room is still holding its character. Some things do feel a little dated, but it still is a hotel I chose to came from, which shows you that I still would recommend it. But we do have a nice seating area here. You can kind of see the pool up there tonight. I will show you more tomorrow when it's more light, but the pool is out there, and then directly in front of the sofa bed here we have the TV. All right, so there's the TV. We have this cool accent rug. You also have a nice big bean bag, so you can kind of rest on that. And then over here we have some place to sit and a work desk with a nice light, and then just some reading material over here. And it's finally daytime, so I can show you here, coming out here on our balcony from inside our room. Right away, you can now see our beautiful private pool, only for us in this villa. This property only has about 74 villas. This is one of them, but we have our own private pool. It's so refreshing. It's best when the weather is really hot because it's not super warm. It is a little cool, so it's best when it's really hot outside to have a nice plunge here. And you also have access right outside from your bathroom. You can literally open up the sliding door and jump out from in the bathroom. We have a beautiful resting area over here. It is covered, so it was raining earlier, but we weren't getting wet, so you could literally just sit out here and look at the beautiful nature landscaping. We are surrounded by all these beautiful tropical plants and trees. We don't have any view here or ocean views. Very few rooms do, so that is a little bit of a disappointment because you're kind of like surrounded by this giant cement wall. But otherwise, you do have these beautiful trees surrounding you, so it is extremely private experience. And then I want to show you over here as well, because we also have these chairs that are sticking out over here, so we can lay down, and you can also lay here and enjoy the beautiful weather here in Thailand. And welcome to the W Koh Samui, Thailand, undoubtedly one of the most tropical destinations in the world. The The service here is phenomenal. It is above a perfect score. It's beyond perfect. There wasn't a single flaw in the service the whole time we stayed here, even exceeding my expectations. This is the beautiful area where you get dropped off at or pull in with your vehicle, the initial arrival experience, and then you actually get to head up here and walk down this incredible hallway to one of the most spectacular tropical lobbies in the world. This is undoubtedly probably one of the most photographed hotels in Thailand, especially Koh Samui, just because of this lobby. You literally are walking out to an oasis of luxury and tropics. Now, that is not a swimming pool, that's just a decorative pool, but you can actually sit in those green cushion areas. After ordering drinks from the Woo Bar, you can even enjoy them there, or you can just enjoy drinks here in the lobby. We actually had a sit-down check-in in the lobby when we got there, but the staff just could not have been any more friendly. Now, this is also the lobby. I will be honest, there was some artwork I was not a fan of. It just didn't fit the tropical theme of Koh Samui. I wish they would change it. Now, we did get their shuttle service, which picked us up at the airport, and they actually drove us to the hotel. The driver and staff could not have been any more friendly, and when we arrived, they were all waiting for us, unloaded our bags, and directed us to the lobby, where they served us some fresh welcome drinks to welcome us to the island, where we got to look out at the night beauty from that area. And it is just gorgeous. The camera doesn't really show it well, but it really is a nice setting at night with so many beautiful lights just everywhere illuminating it. One of the most special lobbies. This was the Woo Bar at night. It really comes to life with a lot of bright colors. So a lot of people were just ordering drinks there and enjoying the evening setting. But this lobby area is definitely the place you're going to want to head to at night to mingle with others and get a nice drink. Now, from the lobby, we were actually then taken by golf cart once our room was ready and escorted to our room, where we were shown around, and there were even two other staff that were dropping our bags off. There were like 3 people helping us in our room. Incredible. Every room does have a private pool. They have 74 luxury villas on property, and every single one has a private outdoor pool. Now, our room did not have a very good view. It was walls, but it was surrounded by tropics. Some rooms actually do have beautiful ocean views with palm trees, and you can actually see out into the ocean, but those all have the 1 king bed, and we did need the 2 beds for the trip. But even at night, the rooms and villas are just so beautiful because they're lit up perfectly amongst the dark sky. So when you go outside and you look inside your villa, it's just one of the coolest things. I've never had a private pool either in my life, so it's just an incredible, unique experience. While the rooms are still very spacious and tropical, I do feel like there are a lot of areas that could use some updating, that were starting to feel a little dated and old, especially parts of the bathroom. It just didn't seem up to high-end luxury standards that a lot of other properties I've recently been to. But the outside area is absolutely the best part. We were able to relax there during one of the rainstorms and experience that private pool. From our room, we also walked to the sweet spot where you can get complimentary drinks and ice cream at any time. I will be honest, the wires were kind of hanging out of the wall. That definitely needs an upgrade. Now, this is in the morning. This was us heading down to breakfast. You got to walk by that beautiful lobby again, and I just can't stop showing this because it literally is like one of my new favorite lobbies in the whole world. Now, heading down, we went to breakfast at the Kitchen Table, which is the main restaurant for breakfast. If you're Platinum Elite member with Marriott or higher, you get 2 complimentary breakfasts here per morning. It was one of our best breakfasts on our whole trip. We did 9 hotels in Asia, and this was probably our favorite breakfast, especially because they had so many different juices and options to choose from. They had this huge buffet. There were not a lot of people there, so it felt like almost a private experience, but the food went on and on and on, and there were so many different juices to choose from, even strawberry juice, coconuts, all included for breakfast. It's a full-on buffet. They'll even make you any special other drinks like omelets or specialty items. I think we spent about 2 hours at breakfast just visiting with everyone, trying all the different juices. Some of the juices were also like chrysanthemums juice and like a barley juice, and I have never had those at any other property in my life. So I love juice. So again, I was just impressed by all the juices. Now, this was also, they had pre-made things, eggs. It just keeps going on. And then this was the pastry section alone with the most yummiest, also creme brulee, French toast. They had noodle station. They had sausages, meat, not meat options. It was so huge. I feel bad for all the wasted food at the end of the day when it's all over with. But the beautiful restaurant has also the greatest views. So when you're sitting down enjoying your meal and all your juices, you can actually look out at the beautiful views. So we just took our time, and the staff were so friendly. They all got to know us. Even one of the managers of the restaurant came over to visit with us. Now, this is the golf cart. They will pick you up at any time. You just have to call and request a golf cart ride, and they'll take you anywhere on property, whether it's to the lobby, to the spa, or to one of the private pools. This was us now going to the beach area, where we got to experience one of the most pristine beaches in the world. Now, on your walk there, it is so tropical on this island. You have all these beautiful lush plants, flowers everywhere. Now here we are at the beach. It is literally like, pictures cannot do it justice. It's like fake. Really nice soft sand. The water is very nice as well. And then this is the Sip Bar, which is located right here at the end of the beach, so you can get a drink and enjoy it. They have oversized games. They also make cocktails. They have beers and a very creative light menu. The property also offers you to go out and kayak or paddleboard, complimentary, included with your stay. So you can go to the beach and take those items out, and there's someone there to assist you, and you can just enjoy and paddle around and just take in the beauty. So I highly recommend doing that if you are there. Me and my friend had the best time just paddling around and enjoying the scenery and taking some fun pictures together. Now from the beach, we started heading back to show you the other amenities. This is, I think, the Namu restaurant, which is their Japanese restaurant. We weren't able to eat there, but I think that's where it is. Now on our walk over, again, just beautiful, beautiful no matter where you walk. Now this is going up to the spa. You do have to get in the elevator and go up there. This is the Away Spa. I will be honest, I was not super impressed. I've seen a lot better spas in my life. I think it's just because the property is getting so old, but I wouldn't recommend getting a treatment here. But here's the locker rooms, and then you do have shower rooms as well as sinks and areas to kind of get ready. Now the property also does have the Fit, which is the fitness center. Now this I did approve of. It was very spacious. It had some really great views of the tropics that you could look out, and you could just see the beautiful lush plants. It also had a fitness studio with mats where you could exercise, but overall I was very impressed with the fitness center. Now here's the main pool on property, open to all hotel guests. It is just gorgeous. We were disappointed though that it closed at 7 p.m. I guess they assume you can just use your own pool, but I wish it was open longer. Okay, now for the review here of the W Koh Samui, I'm going to go ahead and start with the room. The room is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. It is older. It's about 13 years old, so the rooms they're still nice with all the wood, but they're a little bit dated. Some of the wood is fading. Some of the bathroom, you can kind of see its age. It just didn't feel 100% like perfectly clean everywhere. Of course, it is clean and nice, but just a little bit half-point deduction just because I have to go with how I'm feeling inside. It just wasn't perfect for the room part. It is spacious, it is big, it does have a private pool, don't get me wrong, but it could maybe be a little bit more new and modern. Next up is going to be inspiration. How inspired was I of this hotel as a whole? That's going to also get a 4.5 out of 5. This hotel is very inspiring because it is on the beach. It's just, we didn't really have a view of it from our room. Sure, you're kind of surrounded by the tropics, but that could have been helpful, as well as the room. Again, it's just a little bit older, as well as kind of the whole grounds are kind of showing their age a tiny bit. It's still very nice. I still would come back. It's just hard for me to just give it a perfect score on inspiration. I just wasn't like exploding all the time when I was here. It was nice, but not like exploding, like happy nice. Next up is going to be the service. I am going to give a 5 out of 5. Flawless service. So much better than just most hotels. I mean, from the moment we arrived, they picked us up at the airport in the shuttle transfer to checking in. They escorted us to the room by golf cart. We had 2 people unloading our luggage while someone else was showing us the room. You can instantly call on the phone and request to be picked up in a golf cart to take into the lobby. Breakfast was perfect. So many servers attending to us at the table. It was a very private experience. There wasn't that many other guests in there. We had all the buffet options, and they just couldn't do enough for us. Every request that we've made at this hotel has been met instantly. Just every employee has been so friendly. They always acknowledge you. Perfect service. You will just love it here when it comes to the service. Finally, value. What I return. The value, I am going to go ahead and give a 4.5 out of 5. I am really excited to come back. I would come back, but I'm not going to go like out of my way to come here. Once I've been here and kind of seen it all, I am kind of happy with it. I don't necessarily have to come back, but I do still value it, as it is still nice with the beach resort. They have the kayaks you can take out, as well as just the other amenities that the hotel provides from staying here. Okay, now for the pricing. The rooms here are about $400 to $600 per night for a basic room. Now for the points, I saw the lowest nights around 62,000 and the highest up to 101,000 points per night. So it's not the best hotel to redeem your points at because it's very hard to get a penny a point. The only time it might work is if the rate spiked to about $600, $700, you can get 60 to 70,000 points per night. That would be a good value, but otherwise not really. I would recommend paying cash. However, if you've been saving up your points for a long time and this is really the only luxury vacation you're going on, and $400 or $500 is too expensive, you can consider using your points. It's just not the best as value.